Billy, I have a question for you.
Yes?
Why are crabs in video games so inherently funny?
I don't know. In real life, they're kind of terrifying.
Really? I think they're delicious.
But it's already dead at that point and cooked and everything. If you saw a crab on the beach and got real close to it, you see that it's essentially a giant insect.
Billy, does a cat fear a mouse? Does a cat fear a bird? Does a dog fear a rabbit? I do not fear food.
All right, that's fair.
I can't believe you let that slide so easily. Speaking of easy sliding, whatever the hell that means, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm We Squared?
I refuse to admit that I'm the opinionator. Anyway, we've got a couple loose ends to tie up, some wanted monsters. Honestly, it's really not going to take very long before we move on with the story.
Uh-huh, I believe you.
Watch these things turn out to be like 50 times tougher than Campanella.
It's time.
I see a powerful enemy.
For the Giga
Take caution.
Murder Crab.
The Giga Murder Crab.
You want some of this, tough guy?
This one's tough. Be careful.
You know, I remember when Wanted Monsters had ads. Not advertisements, I mean like additional monsters that came with it, or you fought multiple of them at the same time.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that was really hard about them, was dealing with the team.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that one of the hardest battles that we've dealt with was Shirley, Duvalie, a Sleipnir, and 2 Blade Cougars. We had so much
Dang,
fun.
that's Sleipnir?
There was so much going on. It's like, that's normally how these are supposed to work?
But this is probably not going to be a problem, because it's 4-on-1.
Ha!
Well, it did do like a regular attack, hit 2 guys, dealt some serious damage, and then absorbed all the damage that he dealt.
Fair point, fair point.
We'll still probably kill it real easy, though. I'm not sure exactly how well I have my guys set up, or how well they're really going to operate, but we'll find out.
Well, it's important to understand that Kingler is a water-type Pokemon, so therefore he'll be weak to electric, grass, and I think that's it. Water types are actually pretty good defensively.
Well, it's weak to earth, and only 100 to wind, which would be electric. Oh, I guess the earth is grass, though. Even though it's dropping rocks, I don't care.
Why does it take extra damage from water?
This gag died long, long ago.
It was Giga murdered.
I'll detect it for some unbalance.
Analyzing enemy unit.
And then I'll use Heavenly Gift, freaking insight, and a small heal, for crying out loud. I mean, this move was always strong. The way I have it set up is I have the Gladiator Belt on Alisa.
Well, because she can't boost her own CP with it.
Right, well, Emma actually even has a better CP boosting craft. So the idea is to kind of do a CP-O-tron.
Light. Shine over us all!
Now I'll impede, and I don't really care about his heal because...
Crimson Slash! It's down!
It's mine!
Now I'm gonna use Alisa's Radical Design to try and break the crap out of it.
Let's go! Radical design! Dark Blade. Please!
Take this!
Insight.
My turn. Go up in flames. Fire!
Break through! Get back!
What? Don't take me lightly.
Oh, the bubbles are muting!
Oh, dang!
Boo! I mean, I can heal it, but it doesn't target Emma.
So that doesn't help.
It doesn't matter.
Healing breath.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
I'll re-up Chrono Drive, totally to make the thing not get another 10% hit point heal.
Arcus activate!
Well, sometimes you do just
My
gotta
turn.
move someone to manipulate the turn order.
Shine over us all.
Get back!
Hey!
It's my turn.
Take the EP!
Fire!
Everything's checking out so far, I'd say.
Get back!
There!
Well, it's broken. You know what comes next.
We don't have Windblade.
I have something close.
This'll help!
Thank you.
Sigma Operation! Which sounds really awesome, doesn't it?
Swiftly! Sigma operation!
Makes me wonder if
my
Reiner's
turn.
actually some sort of badass agent like him. And that's just like either his normal personality or just a front.
Well, the thing is Machias isn't a badass agent. He is literally a paper-pushing bureaucrat.
With a shotgun that shoots bad guys in the face. Come on.
And now I'll throw out La Forte.
Arcus activate.
Break through!
There!
So I have Master Quartz Scorpio on Machias,
Right.
which was Ashes, which means it greatly increases damage against guys that are broken.
Right, right.
Now you tell me what that means at a time like this.
That means he's gonna do a lot of damage.
I mean, haven't you not noticed the numbers that
Oh,
have
I'm
been coming
noticing
up?
like 4,000 or 5,000 a pop.
I'll squeak out some extra damage,
Let's go! Raging fire formation!
shoot him in the face. And now, in terms of experimentation, why not burst it, right?
No! Experimentation bad, stick to the Oh, I guess we didn't have a plan going into this.
Now, we didn't need one.
Yeah, won't Machias do more damage to broken enemies because of the Scorpio Master Quartz?
Yeah, even in a burst. Let's see how well this works.
Please! Now's our chance!
Go die.
Everyone, please help!
I'll handle
Got
this!
There! There!
No, the answer was actually no.
Oh no?
He did do more damage,
Thank you, everyone.
but he didn't spit out 6,000 like that. So the burst didn't turn out to be that strong.
Well, the crab is dead. You can eat it now.
Oh yeah, and it'll be delicious. The thing is now I don't have to worry about wondering. Now I know that burst is only to break a large group of randos. Nothing is worth expending 5 brave points for.
Yeah, no.
Cool. Okay, let's get the next one.
Break through!
Okay, look. I cannot believe this. With just,
I'm up!
like, messing around fighting these random enemies. Oh my god, Machias' Mailbreaker is so strong! I've been trying to figure out, looking at his equipment and such, what it is that's making him do
It's my
so
turn.
much damage with Mailbreaker. It's just that good. And then when he's got Scorpio on and hits a guy that's broken, it's just the numbers that come out aren't even fair. I'm actually embarrassed by how good it is. Like, the move itself
Healing
is so
breath.
strong. What's the point of doing anything else?
I appreciate it!
Well, he still has the thing that accelerates everyone.
That he does. But who cares? I mean, look at this.
This is it! You failed your inspection! One more! This is the end? Justice Bullet!
You said, Billy, that he was a badass agent,
Yeah?
and thus he became one.
More enemies.
He's just too strong.
It is the prophecy. 30%.
I actually have a theory about why Machias appears to be so good now.
Yeah?
Because, like, statistically, he was kind of poor across the board in the other games. Mm-hmm. They might have actually felt that he was underpowered, which I kind of never did, but he certainly isn't now. I'll take this.
Thank you, comment section.
Thank you. Let us know about more in advance.
With a name like Giga Murder Crab, it's no wonder the police sent someone else to deal with it. But regardless, we defeated it with all our limbs intact.
Brilliant.
On to the second wanted monster, which isn't as coolly named as Giga Murder Crab.
Giga Murder Crab is excellent.
I see a powerful enemy.
Wow.
Take caution.
The hell is that?
More like, what the hell was that?
I feel kind of bad for it.
I won't fall!
This thing has so seen better days. And the name sounds familiar, but I can't place it. Neglected Archaism. Poor Regan Kopf Type 2.
Leave it to me!
I don't feel sorry for it anymore.
I'm wary of the V shape of its head. I'm afraid it's going to fire a heat beam at us.
Well, if you want to keep that up, that's
Good
fine.
luck!
Thanks! This'll help!
Thank you. Shine over us all!
Like a machine.
Woo!
There! They're down!
Attack!
Yeah!
And put out all the fires.
Healing breath!
Thanks! I appreciate it!
And one day I'll actually get to fighting it.
Yes!
Guess heal self. I'll get to fighting it eventually.
Let's go! Radical design!
Dang it. Unseal myself.
Arcus, activate! Ha!
What's up with these wanted monsters being more threatening than the enforcers I just fought?
Oh,
Sorry.
those enforcers weren't actually trying,
Thanks!
right?
I'll treat you immediately.
I appreciate it!
Okay, I see how this is gonna work.
Uh,
Well, he's just gonna keep short-circuiting and sealing people, so I should probably, like, use Fortuna or something.
that makes sense.
Break through!
Ha!
There! Here!
I've always really liked Flare Butterfly. Thought it looked really cool.
It does look really awesome.
Huh?
Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you.
No more burning, no more seal.
Light.
More insight.
Take this! Get back! It's down!
And
It's mine.
not break. Okay.
Yeah.
Now break.
Blammo!
This'll help!
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm liking that 7,000 damage.
It's my turn!
Now it looks even more beaten down than it was before. It is time to commence Sigma operation.
Because seriously, why would I not do this?
Swiftly! Sigma operation!
Perhaps ever so slightly repetitive, but if it's this effective, what do you want me to do?
Yeah!
Break through!
I mean, look at that!
Here!
Hell,
Go
with
up
the
in
HP
flames?
regeneration that Alisa put on everyone, that kind of counteracts the fire damage.
Now's our chance.
An opening!
Except on Alisa herself.
It's my
Mine?
turn.
Well, okay, that's fair. Ugh.
Here!
I can't wait to fight McBurn.
My turn.
Oh, McBurn.
Who'd have thought getting shot in the face by a shotgun repeatedly would be so painful?
It's a mystery to everyone.
Fire!
Slash!
There.
There we go. Okay. Poof, be sacrificed to delay brave orders.
This'll help!
Thank you.
Well, I don't know what they're going to say, but I'll just keep my mouth shut. Anyway, the lawyer who had this law office no longer has this law office.
That's why it's abandoned. Yes, I pieced that together myself. This is
Oh, this is the old Grimwood law office.
the Governor General oversees it, so I have the keys. Let's open it. Okay.
Shall we go in? This place shouldn't mean anything to anyone here, so I'm not expecting anything. And since we did find out that the old kid who used to be the lawyer's assistant, old kid, what the heck does that mean?
The young geezer.
Well, that might actually be an appropriate way to say it. The kid's name was Pete, and he was actually much more organized than the lawyer. Found out he's okay. He's studying to be a lawyer somewhere else.
Cool.
This place is empty.
That's why it's abandoned. It was once used by an international lawyer who operated out of Crossbell.
Ian Grimwood was a very prominent lawyer who did specialize in international affairs. He was actually present at the trade conference as a legal advisor.
Oh.
And, like, all sides accepted him there, including President Rocksmith of Calvert and Chancellor Osborne.
Okay.
I remember hearing about someone like that once.
They say he was one of the culprits behind the Crossbell plan, but wasn't affiliated with the Ouroboros.
They just come right out and say it.
They also say he had something to do with the Azure Tree.
God dang it. Well, they just come out and say it. So I guess I have no choice. He's the giant surprise reveal, but they just say
Oh man!
What? How could they just drop a plot point like that? Like I said, it's painful if you haven't played the other ones, but it's the way it is. I don't know about that, but he doesn't seem to be one of those behind-the-scenes people. It's true, he was not affiliated with Ouroboros, and he's not secretly plotting behind the scenes.
Okay.
Now, like I said, I won't say everything. Yeah, he's most likely just a civilian without any political, military, or even supernatural power. But with all his knowledge and connections, he pulled it off.
He was also known for being a philanthropist on the side, representing the best interests of the people. In any event, he's in prison now, along with the former president. I see.
There were a lot of strong feelings driving Crossbell's bid for independence. It was not a clear-cut thing. For now, we need to find a way to the underground. There should be an entrance around here somewhere, but I'm betting Damon knows exactly where it is.
Yes, let's look around.
So this door?
Yeah.
You could never go through it in 2 games worth of visiting this law office.
I can't help but notice that there's an event behind it.
There it is. Yeah, the entrance to the B sector, S2 area, just like Tio said.
The former president prepared this emergency escape route for the lawyer.
Ah, that makes sense. That's why he kept disappearing, too. Like, no matter what was going on, he was always able to just poof up out of nowhere. And that's literally because he had a staircase out in the back of his house. But how did Pete not know about it?
It'd be nice if it could all be this easy. This place has been abandoned for a while, so we better be careful.
Once we're ready, let's head down there.
Well, we're ready now, so let's head down there.
I guess I do remember there were a few times somebody would come visit, too, and it was always through here. And Pete was like, you can't go anywhere near there. Now, he didn't know any of it. It had nothing to do with Pete. I'm actually a little intimidated by what we might find down here.
Well, what do you mean?
It could easily be literally nothing. Of course we're going to fight monsters.
Right,
Why
right.
would there be archaisms or monsters down here? This was like one of the mastermind plotters' escape routes. And route to go meet up with the evil bad guys in the evil bad guy lab.
Okay.
So it's possible there will actually be some sort of alchemical, terrible monster thing down here.
So this is the Geofront, huh? I can sense magical energy flowing through this place.
This is completely different from the sector we were in yesterday. It's crazy to think there are so many of these. The magic is a remnant of the ancient alchemists. They were Crossbell's counterparts to Erebonia's mages back in the Dark Ages. Okay, that makes sense.
Hello? Is this Rean?
Yeah, we're in the Geofront now, B sector, S2 area. Where should we head from here?
There's a spot way in the back that can meet all your long-range spiritual power detection needs.
The way
It's
she
the
said
junction
that.
that connects the A and B sectors. Look for a terminal there. We'll have things ready on our end by the time you reach it.
Terminal at the junction. Got it. All right, we'll contact you again once we arrive.
Thank you. Please, be safe.
Okay then. Wait, Rean. Before that, I heard from Fee about your power. Just promise me you won't use it no matter what, okay?
We can't let you go off and be reckless on your own, Rean. Let's all be reckless together. We've all been training for the past year too, so don't think twice about leaning on us. We're way more capable now than when we were students.
That is very true, yes. Guys.
Have you seen the damage my nail breaker does?
It's large! Thanks. It means a lot to me. But even so, I do think a time will come when I have to use this power. McBurn, if nothing else. If I hold back, someone might get hurt again. Ah! I understand where he's coming from, but he's just flinging himself into danger at the cost of his own life when he doesn't need to right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you don't need to, it's pointless.
If it turns out that they need to, that's a different story, but... Come on! She did that of her own free will, and she's okay. I understand what he's feeling, but it's these types of reckless, literally pays no heed to danger things that have always been Rean's problem.
Yeah.
He can't really ever move on until he overcomes this. Oh, Sharon.
Rean. I swear.
Fine. Okay. If it comes down to that, I'll help you. Huh?
With Selene's help, we should be able to control it somewhat, like yesterday. But since we're only treating the symptoms, there's a limit.
But knowing you, you'd still use your power, even if there was a giant chance you'd get hurt. It's a pretty dumb move if you ask me, but I guess that's just who you are. Selene. But just to let you know, I agree with the others. Try to avoid using your power as much as possible. Don't blame me if you go too far and the treatment doesn't work, okay? I understand. I'll be careful.
Sure, you say that now, but...
I'm still not okay with you using it at all. But we can't waste any more time here. So what you're saying is I should now go and change around all my equipment for an ogre power build?
No, Damon.
It's time to begin our search. Let's do this, guys.
Yeah.
I actually don't like those.
Let's be careful, everyone.
Because everyone always is like, brrr! They sound silly, not inspiring. In Japanese, they sound silly and not inspiring, too.
I see.
Aha! Time for a scene!
After the fight.
Now!
It's mine! That was great. Just like I remember.
Yeah, just like old times.
Now hurry up and smooch already.
Man, there are a ton of monsters wandering around. I guess it's because no one's been down here for a while.
It's crazy that there's such a huge underground area beneath the city. I'm sure my dad would have a coronary if he saw the construction plans for this place.
If Mother took one look down here, she'd cancel all her plans and start relentlessly trying to install upgrades. But upgrades for what? I had the chance to speak with Governor Regnitz and Chairman Arena just yesterday, actually. You two got to crossbell at about the same time as them, right?
Yeah, we didn't get any concrete info, but there were rumors back at the office about who would be on the inspection team. So we decided to schedule our own inspection at the same time to check things out.
I had some things I needed to do here too, mostly negotiations with the Foundation and delivering equipment to the branch campus. But I also wanted to see those things Mother brought here with my own eyes. What things?
The new model of Guerrilla Fortress's railway guns, right?
The Dragunov-class railway cannons. I heard a bit about them from the chairman, but they're terrifyingly powerful, aren't they? Yeah, compared to the old railway guns, these new models are not only more powerful, but more mobile, too. They can be moved along any railway line, and even fitted with caterpillar treads, so they can go almost anywhere.
Jesus!
This actually kind of reminds me of Metal Gear.
A little bit, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with defending your borders if you're expecting aggression, but look at Erebonia's behavior. They're the aggressor.
Yeah.
And that's why this makes me so frustrated. What? Caterpillar treads?
That means they could be fired from anywhere. They brought something like that right to Calvert's borders.
It's just asking for trouble. Yeah, I'm sure Calvert's in a panic right now with those things pointed at them. And I don't blame them. Any move that they make, they're justified in making. This is open, naked aggression. I can't believe she went and made such things again. She knows how grandfather and I felt about the first models. I thought we were able to understand each other a bit more over the past year, but...
Alisa, I'm sure the reason my dad came to Crossbell has something to do with those cannons. Have you guys heard about the 8 Metropolis plan?
I'm very interested to hear what you have to say about this. I mean, basically, Machias has always been like a hardcore reformist. And I completely trust him. Like I said, I'm just interested in this stuff. Oh, the plan to make 8 major cities, including cities from the new provinces, the new framework of the Empire?
Yeah, by standardizing the tax system for each city, it'll concentrate power in Heimdall and further weaken the nobles.
Right, both of which are... I don't really like the stratified social system, but if you try and abolish it by punitively destroying your enemies through dirty political methods, all they will do is resent you and build up resentment that will be generational.
Yeah!
And it's like the polarization and hatred that is going to bring out.
It'll lead to another civil war.
Exactly that! I understand getting rid of this system. I don't think it's a good system either, but it currently exists, and if you just punish people who didn't do anything wrong, then it doesn't help anything.
Right.
At least you can't weaken the power of the nobles by stabbing them in the back.
Yeah.
And also, anybody talking about concentrating power in Heimdall, what that means is concentrate more power in the hands of...
Osborne!
Right.
At the same time, it'll increase the flow of personnel, resources, and Mira. On top of this, they're going to hold a nationwide census, starting in Crossbell.
Interestingly, historically, not any time recently at all, but like I'm talking about like Roman Empire days, Byzantium or something, a census was actually a way to extract more taxes from the populace.
It was?
Yeah, and it happened a lot in England as well. Also China. Other places I'm sure, I just don't know about them.
And all of that is connected to some huge bill the government's going to be rolling out soon. What's the bill about?
It can't be anything good.
Those of us at the Inspectorate don't even know the details yet. But most of these new policies, including a huge increase in military spending, aren't even going through the Diet for voting.
Oh yeah? How fascinating. See, I've always been very much in favor of the Imperial Diet, i.e. like what we would call like the elected Congress or Parliament. I'm a big fan of legislative bodies, elected legislative bodies. That is good. I like this sort of thing. And it was very good that the Imperial Diet also started having way more commoners. That is a good thing. It shouldn't just be a cabal at the top running everything for the benefit of the cabal. That's what it was when the nobles had that much power. However, what Osborne is currently doing is just replacing the cabal of the nobles with this cabal. What's actually better? Nothing.
My dad's part of the reformist faction, so I'm sure he's noticed by now.
Machias. Mother, too. There's no way she'd go through with mass production on something unless she understood the government's intent. We need to figure out the truth.
They're both so determined.
Yeah, I think especially so since their families are involved. That's something I'll also need to come to terms with before long. Long time coming.
Rean.
Yeah, I get it. Everyone's got bad apples in their family tree. We've wasted enough time here. Come on, let's get going.
You're right. Let's move.
Chief Tio's waiting for us, too. We've still got a long road ahead of us. Stay on guard, everyone.
You got it.
Thinking about it, there's only one place where they could actually be holed up.
Yeah?
Stargazer Tower.
Okay. I have no frame of reference.
Now,
Continue.
bring it
Here's
on!
why I say that. First off, it is one of the places where there's a lot of mana in Crossbell. But Unlike the other places we can't go, the name Stargazer Tower is listed on the map.
That's also a good reason, yes.
And, you know, we were never able to go there, but that's probably what it's gonna be.
Yes.
Oh, the tower, huh? I can't help but notice in the opening
flames?
that Rean fights Azure Siegfried at the top of a tower.
Now's
I'll
our
be
chance.
darned! I suppose
It's
that's
my
what it's
turn.
going to be. Come to think of it,
Petrifying
it's
shells
zero.
loaded.
Oh my!
You're not
okay,
going
it's zero.
anywhere.
Yeah?
You first go to the tower,
my turn.
to Stargazer Tower,
Right?
where you encounter a
Dark
masked
Blade.
warrior that you think is
Please.
your enemy, but later turns out to be your friend.
Uh-huh.
But you weren't actually allies at the time. You really were sort of enemies.
Leave it to
Oh,
me.
yeah?
And it was in chapter 2.
You don't say!
Won't get away.
Okay, so now I want Indomitable Struggle to play while fighting him at the top. It's a super awesome piece of battle BGM. If that happens, I will be very happy.
All right, we did it.
Those were pathetic. What? Is everyone okay? Yeah, we're fine.
Oh, please.
It's good that you haven't had to push yourself beyond your limit yet.
That's true. I guess we don't have to worry about cryptids for the time being, huh?
I cannot imagine how Pleroma grass would ever be growing down here, though the fact that she's mentioning it means... Yes, it appears the scarlet Pleroma grass hasn't even bloomed.
You just see like a pot, or like a clay pot with Pleroma grass in it.
And as expected, Vita isn't here either, is she? Cryptids and Pleroma grass, do they have something to do with Vita?
Yeah, I forgot to mention this yesterday, but
Excuse me?
regardless of what Ouroboros has been up to, it seems like all of her actions revolve around investigating the cryptids and Pleroma grass.
Ah, why? In Crossbell, at least. I still don't know what to make of all the spirit shrines she inspected across Erebonia. Yeah, that's true. It's like she was trying to learn something. Now, we had just thought it had something to do with the plan or whatever, but...
But that's because we know literally nothing about the planet.
Wait, the spirit shrines?
You mean those mysterious ruins where we found Zemirian ore during the Civil War? Yes, the ruins erected by the gnomes long ago. They're not just in eastern Erebonia, they're all over the country, sealed away in dimensional rifts.
For some reason or other, that woman has been going out of her way to inspect each of them. Almost as if she is looking for something.
Didn't they all have magic knights guarding the ore too?
They did. Also, in each one of those, Rean had, like, a flash of a memory involving Dreichels.
Oh, that's true, that's true.
I wonder if that has something to do with the resurrection stuff. If Zephyr's working for Vita, then it makes sense that
Yeah!
all the resurrected people are all together. And then there's the fact that we do think that Osborne is Dreichels,
Yes, that's important.
which would make him a resurrected person as well, on account of us having seen his death. Perhaps there are things happening behind the scenes that we aren't privy to.
If that isn't just a tagline for the series.
Perhaps. What's wrong with me? First a divine knight, and now the Great One. The Great One!
You know, Cthulhu! I mean,
We heard that name in the Reverie corridor on our last free day.
but the name is all we know.
What did they say about it? It must have something to do with the origin of the Divine Knights. So Vita ended up in Crossbell while searching for the answer.
Yes, I don't know how that relates to Ouroboros,
Or
but
if it does at all,
for now, we can say that the Scarlet Pleroma grass is affected by the spirit veins.
fair enough.
And moreover, that its properties are similar to the red spirit veins in the Infernal Castle.
Okay, that makes sense. The only thing I know about Pleroma grass being red, like I said, was that you can make red gnosis instead of blue gnosis out of Pleroma grass in general, but the red stuff is like demonically linked, which is the same thing we saw in the Infernal Castle.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, they both gave off the same brilliance. I didn't see the grass firsthand, but weren't the magic knights and cryptids that appeared in the Empire later seen in Crossbell?
This is pointless. I don't understand any of this at all. Magic mumbo jumbo?
Either way, Emma and I have been monitoring these events for the past 6 months.
Vita's true intentions, Ouroboros' goals. As a witch, I need to see what's going on behind the scenes with my own eyes.
You may be one of the only people who can make sense of it. I see. At any time, if there's anything we can do to help you with Vita, please let me know. Yeah, although a lot has happened, I'm still worried about your sister.
She's being pursued by Ouroboros. As a fan of Abentime, I have a personal reason to look out for her.
Well done, Machias.
Everyone, thank you.
I would be willing to... I was gonna say forgive her.
It's complicated. It's complicated, I think.
Well, forgive her for what?
Right?
I guess she did really orchestrate the Civil War, but she wasn't the only one doing that orchestration.
And it's not like that wasn't already brewing behind the scenes.
That was gonna happen anyway.
Yeah. Let's just focus on what lies ahead. I can feel mana steadily rising. It may be coming from where Tio had said.
Yeah, just a little bit more. Don't lose focus, everyone.
Now it's time to go to the terminal where nothing bad will happen.
Well, there's no pot of scarlet pleroma grass, so that's a good start.
This is...
such an open space, like it's meant for a boss battle or something. It connects to A sector. There were frequently parts like this in the Geofront. This may go to that locked door in A sector, for instance. Like they eventually all connect together somehow. So this is the junction that Tio was talking about.
I see. So this is the area where the spirit veins converge. Then that means...
there's a terminal. Let's contact Tio.
Okay then, Alisa. Please operate the terminal.
Yes, understood.
Aeon system, activate. Accessing phase space. Deploying avatar.
What? What?
This is crazy!
What the?
Oh, this is new.
That worked well. Can you see me?
What the heck have they done to the orbital net? Tio?
That can't be a mirage spell, right? I used the Aeon system to project my mental image. This visual is created by using state-of-the-art image data. It's one of the most advanced technologies we're working on right now.
How can you do this? Wow. This is amazing. What the heck is going to happen to technology in the next 20 years?
Well, to be fair, in the first or the second Sky game, didn't Blue Blanc test out a sort of holographic projector thing?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know how it works, but from the looks of it, it sure is amazing.
You ever feel like you're out of your depth, Machias?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, that's okay. He's got a murder gun, and it's good enough. Huh. You're achieving things only Vita and Grianos could do.
At this rate, we won't need witches for much longer. Anyway, I should be able to help Emma out now. Let's get started. Yes, understood. This is crazy!
This is connected to the entire underground.
Yes, I can feel the movement of each and every spirit vein and crossbell. Aeon connection complete. Continue the wide area search. Be on the lookout for a large amount of mana. Please try to find it. Yes, will do.
Something Stargazer Tower? Well, this is going well so far. Then I try to breathe and apparently inhale my tongue and choke.
That's not how it works, Damon.
I thought a boss would appear to fight Class 7. I didn't think I'd, kill myself.
Man, Ouroboros is really insidious.
Yes, let's leave everything to Emma and Tio.
Yeah, let's just wait here.
This presence. The magic knight? Yeah. Huh?
That's...
Zelsheim! A magic night. This one's different from the one I saw yesterday. At a time like this that everyone was expecting!
Everyone! If we stop the search now, the data will be compromised.
Okay, we'll do what we can then.
I won't let it get in the way. I will shoot it with my gun.
This is the end of the line for it. Celine! Huh? No, I get it, fine. You can use it once. That's all I can guarantee, okay? That's all I need! Let's go, Alisa, Machias!
Right!
Yeah!
This one's tough. Be careful.
I kind of thought we'd call in Valimar, but this works too.
Not on my watch! There!
Good dodge, Machias!
Leave it to me.
Off to a good start.
Yeah, but we're down a person. You rat. Why are you 150 to fire? I don't have Emma to burn you. Oh, this might really hurt. He's got a critical turn.
Well, that's why you're throwing up insight.
That doesn't help Alisa.
Shine over us all.
Oof.
No big deal.
Good luck.
I don't actually have area heals except on Rean. Losing a person from your team really hurts, okay?
Take this!
How dare you yell at me?
Leave it to me!
Roar!
Oh, come on, it's got another critical turn. Guess I'm just gonna rob it.
Thank you.
You can use TOs.
Keep that in mind. For now, though...
Form up! Iron Will formation!
Yeah, spirit unification. I'll get to you in a minute.
Get
One
back!
does not just immediately bust
Now!
out the new toy.
It's mine.
See what I can do.
Let's go. Radical design. Fire!
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, God.
It's my
I
turn!
mean, it's a magic night. That's what the darn things do.
Whoa!
My turn.
Oh, no, thank goodness. I'm loaded with Impede.
Oh, good point.
And he'll be broken shortly.
That's true.
Fire!
Yeah, actually, this looks like a really good time.
Spirit unification!
Come forth, A+ break.
Get back!
Got it. So here we go.
Swiftly! Sigma operation!
Back to
Yes.
our old standby.
Why shouldn't I?
Get back!
Couldn't squeak too much out of this one. Well, so be it then.
Yeah! Get back!
It's mine.
It's good to see that the break delay strategy doesn't completely gimp some bosses.
Yes.
Being down a person certainly makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Leave
Hey,
it to me!
I'm so glad you did that.
Yeah, everyone has Impede. We'll never know what it's gonna do. And now Rean has no CP.
Well, that was interesting. Let's balance down him again.
Fire! Now.
I mean, we're hitting him pretty
An
hard
opening!
until he heals himself for 9,000 again. Or does that.
And then this. And it's a 5-turn
It's my
advance,
turn.
instead of just the usual 3.
Oh, no.
Okay. I guess radical design.
Radical design.
Got him down by a third already.
Ha!
Worried about what he's gonna do here, though.
Get back! Yes!
Are you an idiot? Thanks! I am so glad that you did that! Man, you're the best!
Break through!
Every time I have been pressured by bosses, they've just wasted their time powering up crafts. Now later in the game, when enemies are immune to Impede, it's gonna suck!
But we are not there yet.
Fire!
Also, I'm not 100% sure that making the break gauge weaker while they're enhanced was a good idea because we seem to have so far continuously broken them out of their empowered state.
Well, if we didn't, we'd die.
Fair point, but...
Swiftly! Sigma operation!
I suppose we've basically settled into the rhythm we'll be
Leave it to
using
me.
for the rest of the game.
Go up in flames?
Until a boss presents the challenge that this doesn't fix anyway. For what it's worth, we haven't been getting as much time on each subsequent boss using this strategy.
Oh, that's true, and that's even with, like, ratcheting everybody's speed up as high as I can.
Yeah.
Get back!
And now he's gonna charge a craft, or heal
Leave it to me.
himself. Yeah, he healed.
Well, that's not so bad, considering where his hit points are at right now.
Radical design!
I feel like
Leave
this
it to me.
maybe is uninteresting now, though.
Break through! Get back!
Yeah!
Not on my watch!
Sweet.
I love it when someone jumps in the way of an attack and then dodges.
Yes.
That's so funny. I'll protect you. Whew, too slow. Ah! Oh, sorry, Alisa. I didn't mean to dodge. Fall already.
Leave it to me.
Oh, I'll take all those CP, thanks.
They could probably finish him off finesse craft.
Fair point. Let's find out.
Let's go! Raging fire formation!
Go up in flames? Fire! Now!
Or it won't even get
An
that
opening!
far. Come on, come on, do it, do it. Yeah!
Yes!
This is it!
Well, Alisa just seems to be in the habit of killing magic knights.
Oh, I was gonna have her use Gabriel Arrow, but... Look, finishing blow on a boss is amazing.
Oh, we actually kind of did it rather easily.
Completely kicked that thing's butt. Rean, I know, this wasn't even a big deal in the fight, really.
Yeah, you only used it once.
If you make a dedicated build for it, that'd be different.
Right.
But I didn't have that. I'm using some Mebius and Oberon on Rean right now. The heck is he doing trying to accumulate large amounts of CP and using ogre power?
You're back to normal.
What a relief. You always push yourself too much. Though I think it was me and Machias that actually did most of that.
It is true, we did do most of the heavy lifting.
Sorry for worrying you. And thanks, Celine. I'm glad it went well. Now don't do that again!
I found it! Emma, you keep concentrating. I'll convert the data.
Emma? Tio?
I got it. And I finished converting the data. Thank you, everyone.
Nice.
Ooh, we did it.
Emma, good work.
It's all thanks to your support. But that Aeon system, it's truly an amazing piece of technology.
The combination of magic and technology really is amazing.
Glad I could help. Please leave the coordinate analysis to me. I'll send it along with the map info so you can return to the support department for now.
All right, understood. Thank you so much for your help.
I should be thanking you. Now then, off I go. Through the internet!
How do you do that?
Well, let's return to the support department then.
Yeah, let's be careful too.
If we're gonna go back to the support section, let's take the back door.
Yeah, that'd be a good shortcut. Why are we talking about this though?
Let's get back early and wait for Tio to call.
Hey! You're Yuna's teacher!
The junior SSS? Oh,
Canon Nana. I suppose you guys had Sunday school today, huh?
Yeah, it was fun. It's just a pain in the butt.
huh? Where's Sis? Kurt and Allie aren't here either? Who's this weird old glasses guy? Weird old glasses guy.
Wow, you're both so pretty. What are your names? Oh, you're so cute. My name's Alisa, and her name is Emma.
Oh, I guess I don't get to say anything. Do you know these children, Rean?
Yeah, they're Yuna's twin siblings.
I see.
Their hair does look just like hers, so pink and fluffy.
Oh, it's a cat! Time to button mash!
Hey, I mean...
I've never seen you here before. You've got such pretty fur.
Cute! She's just as cute as Mishi or Kagemaru! Kagemaru is a little black cat mascot. Aww, sometimes cats like that, and sometimes they're like, get the F out of my face. Cut it out!
Just play with them for a little bit at least.
I'm not a regular cat!
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Yeah, we gotta ask about that.
Do you guys know the ASHEN Chevalier? He rides this really big, cool toy.
Yeah, Juna shut them down when they tried to talk about this before. Well, it's not really a toy exactly.
We do happen to know him, as it turns out.
What did you want to ask about him? We wanted you to say thank you to him. He saved our lives.
Oh?
Well, we kept seeing, like in Yuna's memory.
Oh, yeah!
Like Valimar leaning down, extending out his hand.
I forgot about that. Saved your lives?
Yeah, last year. When Calvert attacked, he saved us.
We fell out of the car, but he used his big toy to protect us.
Yuna was with us when it happened.
And Yuna could never bring this up.
Oh, totally.
And this is really why she had the attitude she did. Speaking of which, then... I guess nobody's trying to push her, which is fine. She works plenty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yuna, you should at least eat some breakfast.
Like, seriously, eat. Oh my god.
I brought you some porridge Sandy made.
Louise and Jessica are worried too.
Oh, really? Everyone
Not just
is.
them. The entire branch campus is concerned for you.
Yeah.
Ourselves included, of course.
Why?
Oh, come on.
Why didn't you two go with Instructor Rean?
Ah! Yuna, I like you a whole lot. The world does not revolve around you.
Didn't you want to go?
Of course we did, but
Didn't you?
Yeah.
we didn't think it was right to leave you behind. You may already be aware, but I was originally meant to attend the main campus. I would follow the same path as the other members of the Vander family in serving the Imperial family.
But because of what happened...
I never once doubted that I would one day be given the honor of being appointed aide to Prince Cedric. However, last fall, the government suddenly decided to relieve the Vander family of its duties.
As punishment for helping out Osborne's political enemy over and over and over and over.
The honor of protecting the royal family should not be monopolized by the nobility, they claimed.
I'd been wondering about this. They had never said if the Vanders were nobles or not up until this point. So I didn't know if they were or weren't. Now we know that they are, and it makes sense that they are.
Okay.
But
yeah.
You figure after meeting all these nobles over and over, nobody ever said it?
It's kind of weird.
Well, it also means that they're utterly unpretentious and don't really care about it.
Yeah.
And actually just fulfill their responsibilities and be fair and honorable people.
My brother was then shipped off to the outskirts, my father and uncle buried in military busy work, and I suddenly found my life's purpose gone.
And he was too young, unlike them, to really understand how to handle it. And who knows what it is that they're going to do, but it's not like they lost all sense of purpose, or perhaps didn't even see this they saw this coming.
Right.
But Kurt was too young and was a different story.
And so I made a rash decision and switched to the branch campus at the last minute.
Kurt.
To be perfectly honest, I barely knew a thing about Crossspell before this trip.
Makes sense.
At first, I thought being annexed into such a powerful country as Erebonia would be a relief to Crossspell citizens.
And that seemed to be, based on the way that everyone talked in Cold Steel 1, the regular Erebonian belief. Regular Erebonian citizen thinks that.
Yeah.
Also, you know that this is leading up to Kurt saying, I'm glad I chose the branch campus.
Yep. Uh-huh.
However, pride in one's home isn't that simple. Compared to the helplessness you and the people of Crossbell must feel, my troubles seem like nothing. Once I realized that, I decided I couldn't leave you here alone.
Take that, Juna. Take that.
I have trouble understanding why you're feeling like this, Juna. I never had a hometown, nor was I born from biological parents.
Had you said that to them yet? Well, anyway.
I suspect I was created so as to experience as little emotion as possible.
That does seem to be the case.
Mm-hmm. It didn't really work with Millium, but...
What?
Yeah, they didn't know, of course.
But hearing you last night, I experienced a strange feeling in my chest. Then, Instructor Rean asked if I was okay leaving you here alone, and that is the reason I am still here.
Yeah, well done.
Allie.
Kurt's like, hold on, back up a second, what?
Well, of course.
I mean, now's not the time to get into it, but...
The important part was, I don't experience emotions, but then I did, and I realized that I couldn't bear to leave you alone.
Yeah.
Not when you needed me.
Unlike you two, I don't have a good reason for staying behind. I know what I should do. Regardless of what's going on, I just need to grit my teeth and keep moving. I know that, but my reason is just my own selfishness.
Don't be so hard on yourself. But without this, she won't be able to work through it. Man, that was a really freaking good scene.
Yeah.
It made everybody look really good.
According to the analyzed action pattern, the coordinates are 125.73 by 89.15.
Now, Billy, you know when you're reading numbers like that, you actually just read out each number. Thank you, Teal.
Did you just say click, click?
No, I deliberately left that out. Weren't you listening? Okay, this is the place. Southwest of Crossbell, just beyond our camp. Huh. Why, look, it is...
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Emma, you know about this too?
Of course Emma knows about Stargazer Tower.
Yeah, there are a lot of places in Crossbell that have been imprinted with high concentrations of mana. A temple in the northwest, old battlefields to the northeast, wetlands near the lake to the south. There are more, but those were the ones I was planning to go to.
There's that many? This land maintains its connections to the past. Oh, what an interesting way of saying it. I remember early on when we started talking about the land of Crossbell, like using the same type of language, and then, it even comes up in the game. I like that. Not to mention, it was connected to the Azure Tree that appeared 1.5 years ago.
The coordinates indicate Stargazer's Tower to the surprise of no one. It was one of the areas that held rituals to bring about the fake miracles, whatever those are.
Well, Tio darn well knows what those are.
According to the log I took earlier, mana has been increasing sharply.
Thank you. That should be all we need to know. We're approaching the home stretch. Let's make sure we're prepared.
Yes, 2 enforcers are waiting to oppose us and possibly more. I'm sure the new Class 7 and the other students will help out, but
we, the old Class 7, need to be the ones to break through. Oh, you coming too?
Nothing lights a fire in my breast quite like courage in the face of insurmountable odds. I shall join you on this quest of yours.
Oh, yes!
Yeah! Huh?
What?
Have you been there the entire... Okay.
And he's in the Olivier clothes.
Could it be?
Are you... Excellent. Prince Olivert!
Yes!
Olivier Lindheim. That's what it is.
It is a pleasure to see you once more, my dear Tio. Also, I'll have you take care to say my name properly. I am the drifting poet and seeker of love, Olivier.
Oh, he's so
That's
good.
amazing.
It wouldn't do for passerby to mistake me for the famed debaucherous Prince of Erebonia. Now would it?
He is quite different, you know, by taking out the ponytail and having a totally different type of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Although really, it's just like he switched the color palette of the red and the white.
Yeah?
But obviously anybody who knew him could tell, but you know. Yeah, there's no way that's gonna fly, even considering what Damon was saying. Isn't that the name you used when you went to the Burrow 4 years ago?
Won't the inspection team notice you're not there?
Oh, they're far more preoccupied with Alphen at the moment.
Good job, Alpha.
Oh, that's amazing.
That naughty, debaucherous prince has gone off on his own to play with Michi in the theme park.
His reputation is something he wields like a powerful weapon.
Yeah!
A bitter thought though it may be, I've benefited from the absence of a certain constantly fretting bodyguard this time.
Meanwhile, on the border, achoo!
What's he doing now? Prince.
But the royal families...
But it is because I am a member of the royal family that I must do this.
He feels a lot of responsibility for Crossbell, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
You see, my position prevents me from speaking out on behalf of Crossbell.
And it's not like they can stop him.
At the trade conference, he was very much on the side of Crossbell, but...
Thus, I've no other choice but to turn to action this day. Otherwise, I would not be able to face the people of Crossbell I have come to know and love. Upon my telling this to Alphen, she could do little but sigh and agree to my escape scheme. I also come bearing a message from Elise to Rean. She wishes you well and says to stay safe.
I shall now proceed to be Olivier and tease you endlessly.
I see.
I guess after hearing all that, there's no way we can say no.
Thank you, Prince Olivert. Class 7 as well. On behalf of Randy, Ellie, and Lloyd,
We got this.
please protect Crossbell from this disaster looming over it.
Yes!
Awesome!
A year and a half ago, the Empire took over Crossbell without any bloodshed.
The bloodshed had already happened.
Of course, Calvard wasn't about to let that stand. Their military strength is about even with Erebonia's. Calvard's armored aviation divisions are full of highly mobile tanks and gunships. They invaded Crossbell to try and drive out the Imperial Army. The Imperial Army held them off with their Panzer Soldats, but during the first few battles, there were a number of gunships that broke through the front lines. Because the occupation was so sudden, most of the citizens were in a panic.
Yeah?
Most people fled the city, hoping they'd be away from the fighting in rural towns or remote mining villages. We had the same idea, and tried to at least get Ken and Nana to safety in Armorica village. I had just gotten back from the police academy, and got an acquaintance to help drive us to the village. That's when it happened. On the way there, we encountered a Calbardian gunship. It was hit by Imperial fire, and I'm sure the pilot started to panic. It started firing at us, even though we were clearly not a military transport. Our driver tried to maneuver around it, but the vehicle took a hit and we were all thrown out of it. It was frustrating. I felt so powerless. All my training at the police academy didn't help one bit.
You can't fight a military vehicle.
Can't prepare you for stuff like this.
I threw myself on top of Ken and Nana, swearing I'd make sure at least they survived. And then a gray shadow swooped down on us. It looked like a giant statue of a knight had come to life. With one swing of its sword, it cut off the gunship's rotor, letting it land a ways away. And just like that, we were saved.
Are you alright? Is anyone injured?
I heard the voice of a young man coming from inside the giant knight. I found out later. That was the first official mission of the man now known as the ASHEN Chevalier.
I like how they keep cutting back to Juna.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, Your Highness, I mean, Olivier.
Pleased to meet you, person I don't know.
Huh, likewise. I love this outfit. It grants me so much freedom. In fact, I feel so free I might just throw an impromptu concert at the theater in the entertainment district.
Maybe let's save that for next time.
Is that the theater Archangel performed at? That's right. But alas, ever since the lead actress was injured, there has not been a proper performance there. All of the remaining members have given small performances, but thanks to this birdcage, they're indisposed for the time being. Well, Risha was the number 2 member, but the other ones have nothing to do with any of this. Oh? Well, that's interesting.
If that's the case, does it mean they have some connection to the SSS?
Well, Risha does. Well, that's not true. So does Ilya and... Risha Mao, that girl who was with him that time. Anyway, once we're ready, let's head to the camp. Let's explain the situation and then head to Stargazer's Tower. Very well. Let's go!
Let's take a look at Olivier's no doubt broken brave orders.
Oh, that pose! Yeah, that's kind of bad, like it always has been. The nice thing is it just hits a bunch of guys. 100% Nightmare, Power S, Break S.
Oh, no unbalanced for what that's worth.
And then, of course,
the bouquet.
Flinging the bouquet, then firing at it as the flowers and the petals scatter below.
For a 50% heal.
Yeah, that's a bit better than it used to be. Oh!
What the? Okay.
That seems good. Under the right circumstances. Okay, what is this? He doesn't have any healing. Of course, I guess he's got his craft for that.
Yeah.
And his only offense is Galleon Fort. Yeah, well, he's got Adamantine Shield and Crescent Mirror and Saintly Force, I guess. Well, I guess I can mess with that. This seems very good.
Jesus! That EP recovery.
Oh. Damon, itching to throw Rean out of the team and use a super arts-focused team.
I think you should do it.
Oh, I'm totally gonna do it. And of course, I'll have Rean set up for... He's certainly gonna have stuff to do there.
Yeah.
And I'll have him set up to use Ogre Power. It doesn't matter that I won't have it. Excellent. Man, it has been too long since we've gotten to use Oliver, or Olivier, or whatever you want to call him. I am so happy about this. Come forth, let us destroy them all.